Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu 5 and this is my carry for tonight slash this morning. It is the 6th and I went to Buffalo Wild Wings on the 5th and this is what I had on me. Now I want to add a couple things to signify that these things are in the mix. The only thing I'm not going to add on this thing is my Springfield Prodigy. The Springfield Prodigy is for colder weather, and so it's not quite that cool yet. But I did wear a Legendary Whitetails light jacket at Buffalo Wild Wings, and that was how I concealed this. And I filmed a video of me walking out of Buffalo Wild Wings while I talked about why I carried this, even though I had this and this. And that. But this is not going to talk about philosophy of why I necessarily carry a dedicated fighter with a gun. But that's for the other video. But I'm just going to explain a little bit of my carry and why for this season I'm carrying this stuff. Now, there's one thing that's in the testing process, and everything else is pretty normal. Now, I made a video talking about the Ridge style wallet. This isn't a Ridge, this is off-brand. I've also had other Alpaca wallet that I tested, and I've tested them both, and this is my favorite, and I want to make a separate video about that. The Hellcat RDP has a 13 plus 1 or 12 plus 1 carry capacity with this magazine. I don't carry a spare magazine, so sue me. I got plenty of options, and I think 12 plus 1 is more than adequate. I've made a habit when at Buffalo Wild Wings to carry a MagSafe charger, because a lot of times if I'm not being entertained but I don't want to go home, I'll get on social media and talk to people or talk to strangers on Facebook about different topics. And so yeah, I carry a charger with me in case I run my battery on my phone down. And this is one of my favorites. It has a kind of a kickstand. So I also carry this to work, and I use it to charge my phone during lunch. You know, depending, you know, if it's the winter time period or whatever, you know, and I listen to audiobooks. So don't think I'm just screwing around on my phone the whole time. While I'm mowing and weed eating, I am listening and using my phone for music and audiobooks. And then during my lunch break, I usually read either a physical book or an e-book on my iPad. But yes, there's a use for this at work. Bagwell Gambler, my favorite buoy that I own, and I re-fell in love with it. It's not the most choppy buoy. It's a lighter weight than the Laredo from Cold Steel, but I much prefer this one to the Cold Steel. And I took this out of the display case and put my Laredo in the display case. So if I'm going to carry a buoy, it's going to be a Bagwell, most likely. And got the belt stud sheath. I was able to carry this quite comfortably and concealed at Buffalo Wild Wings. No one knew I had it. And it's a heck of a knife to have in a bad situation. I mean, ideally, if someone ran into Buffalo Wild Wings with a machete, I'd be using this. But, you know, the situation might be called for me to use this. So, now that it's getting to the fall time period, this is a lot easier to grab a hold of when you wear it outside your t-shirt or outside your button-up shirt. But you're covering it with your light jacket. It's a lot easier to get a hold of, and it's a very maneuverable and effective bowie knife to fight with. Now, because it's getting to that time period where I'm wearing a jacket, and you might think this is completely Mall Ninja, but trust me, this isn't what you think. I do occasionally carry my nunchucks, especially the Buffalo Wild Wings. There's a specific way I carry these with a jacket that makes it very easy to get a hold of and deploy extremely quickly. And basically, I would carry this if I'm carrying my Prodigy. Because my Prodigy, I normally wear a strong side. And this fits in places that's weak side. But very easy to get a hold of with my strong hand. It's kind of a cross draw thing. And I think nunchucks, although unconventional and are very politically incorrect, are effective. I think I know how to use these better than a lot of black belts I talk to. And I'm not saying that they can't do pretty and interesting things with them, but when you're taught to hold them up here for the sake of control, then I pretty much I depart from that. I hold it down here because I'm about generating power and knockdown power, if you will. And if you're not doing like American karate or taekwondo or ATA or anything like that, if you're studying like traditional nunchuck use, you hold them down here. And these are a lot better than a stick, a baton, in my opinion. I think they deliver a lot more power, and they're pretty concealable without weighing your belt down. And I'll probably make a separate video again on those, although I filmed a video of how I carried those, and the video got flagged by YouTube, which is weird because it's a martial arts video. But anywho, let's get back on the topic at hand. I always carry Bath & Body Works hand sanitizer when I go to Buffalo Wild Wings because sometimes the line at the sink is big and I want to get back to watching the fights. This is a favorite knife of mine that I like to carry during the fall because of the OD green. It's a subdued color. This is the Holdout. I think this is S35VN. No, it's XHP. It's XHP still. Still good still. And a very good EDC knife. And in a pinch, a good pokey knife. Now, this is... Oh, I also carry Palm pepper spray. My favorite pepper spray. And you know that I know how this works. I've made 2 videos being sprayed with this 15 minutes apart from each other. Basically, I got sprayed with this while we're in a COVID riot set up with glasses and a COVID mask. And then I got cured of this, waited 15 minutes after I got cured of it, and then got sprayed without any PPE. And it sucks. It's easy to carry, and it's pretty affordable. A good option if the situation doesn't call for lethal force. Talked about that. By the way, these are Gold Dot G2s, I think. They have the polymer filler in it. This is what's kind of really interesting to me right now. This is the alpaca. I've bought quite a bit of alpaca stuff here lately, but an alpaca hub system, and you can put your keys on this. You can put your alpaca pouch on this, and those other hub system accessories. But basically, I got 2 hub system attachments. I got this kind of clip, and then I got this carabiner. And you can also buy a magnet bar and stick it to your wall or on your desk. And basically, this is a magnet, and you can do that. But it won't pull apart unless you grab this tab, and it comes off. And then you can place it back on, you can take it off. Put it back on, take it off. Put it back on, take it off. And this is really convenient. You can put this carabiner on your belt loop and walk around. You're good, you're good. If you need to get in your house or vehicle, take the keys off. Crank your car. When you get out of your car, you can stick it back on. Oh, got it backwards. And it's just a very easy, quick detach system that's very convenient. And when you get the magnet burr, you can put this on your wall, like next to your door, and you can be like reminded, oh look, that's where my keys are. I know where my keys are. So you don't have to go searching on your valet tray. If you know, the keys are right at eye level basically, and you won't, you know, leave your house without your keys. But the only bad thing is when it's hooked like this, you can't put it on the magnet burr. And I'll do a more in-depth video of after I've tested this a little bit. But you can clip this to there and stick that on the magnet burr. Anyways, this is in the testing process. I got 2 attachments, and the hub system is a whole ecosystem from Alpaca. And it works with their backpacks. It works with some of their pouches, and so far I really enjoy it. But that's it. That's my carry. You know, it's funny. Far as my work carry, it's not used, but I have an everyday film camera, and I just put it in there in case I'm somewhere, not necessarily at work, but it's in my work bag, and I want to take a picture of something. And I'm going to show this to you just to show you what's been staring at me in my backpack. This is my Minox 35 PL, and I haven't finished the roll of film in it. And I really think that I have the wrong battery in here, because if you don't have the right battery, you're not going to get a proper exposure. But yeah, it's the smallest full frame camera, and I've ran one test roll through it, and I wasn't very happy with it, and I decided to run a other test roll through it. And if I'm not happy with that, then I'm going to do more research into the battery. In fact, I might go ahead and do more research into the battery, but I just wanted to double check to make sure that there wasn't user error or anything like that. But I really think that I'm supposed to rig a button cell battery to fit in here, because I don't think they make the battery that actually works in here. But there's a rig you can use to use button cells to get the proper exposure. But I carry that to work with me every day. And along with a blood pressure cup, because I had an episode with blood pressure. And it doesn't happen very often, but I just happened to have a really bad headache. And a co-worker of mine was like, hey, you know, she had a stroke, so she's super sensitive about this. And it's good, it's healthy. And she's like, hey, try on my blood pressure cup and let's test your blood pressure. And my blood pressure was pretty high. So I went ahead and bought my own, and that stays in the work pack. So that's it. That's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm a Satsu5, and I'm out.